Hi, everyone. It's me, Susie, and I'm here with another recording. I was going to do a live. To be perfectly honest, I'm not having a great day, and I really wasn't up to keeping up with the chat and everything. But I still wanted to get this done, and I was going to tell you about my day, and I've got a little haul from Dollar General and a farm and ranch store here in Oklahoma. It's in the South. I'm not sure about some of you if you've ever heard of it. My hair is really needing. Ugh, I got to do something with it. Anyway, called Atwoods. It's like a tractor supply. They sell everything from tractor parts and animal stuff and clothes and jars of pickles and everything. But anyway, I've just got it's just a little haul over there. Got my Tax the Cult shirt on. Not going to really talk about Scientology tonight. I'll probably do those tomorrow. Give myself a little break. And I wanted to kind of fill you in on my day. And I know that some of you have really become friends to me. And so I wanted to kind of share that I really have had a rough one. I guess I'll just start. Radiology or radiation, whatever. I'm liable to get my words all twisted today because I'm just kind of emotional. But radiation went well. Started out good. Yay. Um, I was really having a good day till I wasn't. And anyway, it went good. My radiation seems to be getting stronger. It's starting to affect me more. My skin's not burning yet, but I feel it inside more. Just, I don't know. It's hard to explain. It's not a burning feeling, but it's achy, but it's different. I don't know. It's hard to explain. So anyway, that went well. And then my daughter Megan and she takes me usually 3 or 4 times a week anyway, and anyway, her birthday is Saturday, and so I wanted to take her to lunch at our favorite Italian restaurant, and I'm gonna say it wrong because I don't know which way they pronounce it. It's either Napoli's or Napoli's, and we always said Napoli's, and my mom always said Napoli's, and we made fun of her. We'd tease her about it because we thought it sounded funny, but then like I can't remember if I called there or what, but anyway, I heard one of them pronounce it one time and they said Napoli. So I don't know which it is, but regardless, it's in Sand Springs, Oklahoma, and it is the best Italian food. It is just good. It is consistently good every time I go. So if y'all are in the area and you hear about it, and one of my um, girls that does my radiation today, she goes, I couldn't remember the name of where I was going. She goes, is it the famous one in Sand Springs? And I said, yes, it is. And so she said, I've never been there, but I want to go. Is it really good? And I said, it's really good. And it's good every single time. So today I actually I always get the lobster ravioli. I have never gotten anything else from there other than we've ordered a pizza and taken it home, but I've eaten the lobster ravioli and then ordered a pizza and took it home to have later that night so my husband could eat pizza. But so anyway, today I said, I want something different. I want something just cheesy and gooey and good. And so my daughter, she gets the manicotti, but she gets it with Alfredo sauce on it instead of the marinara sauce and cheese. She said, try that. It's really chewy or really gooey and cheesy and, just really good. Well, it hit the spot. It was good. So I ate that and Caesar salad, and the bread is delicious. And we even got some, um, the name of it just went out of my head, calamari as an appetizer. So we had food everywhere. I was stuffed, but luckily they're not huge portions. So, I mean, I ate a lot of things, but I didn't eat a huge amount. But anyway, so before we went there, we had to waste like 2 hours from the time that my radiation was over until the time that the restaurant opened. And so that's why we went. I had to get some stuff at Atwood's, and we went to the Dollar Tree. So that's why I got these little hauls tonight. But so anyway, everything was great up till then. We leave, and I'm just like, of course, like, oh, I'm so full. And she's like, I'm so full too. And Those of you that don't know, and you watch Reese, I don't have a gallbladder, and so since they and I have Crohn's, and but it got way worse after they took my gallbladder. That after I eat, I have a few minutes usually, and then I have got to go to the bathroom, and it's usually like an emergency. We call it an emergency poo, but I've been really managing it lately, and it's sometimes it doesn't even happen, or it'll happen a couple hours later or something. Sometimes it's like 20 minutes. So I don't enjoy going out to eat a lot because I'm always nervous of when is this going to hit, because it's 99 times out of 100 it's going to hit. So anyway, we're coming into town, the, the town that's closest to where I live, and I told Megan, I said, I think you're going to have to stop. This is going to be one of those TMI videos on this part. So, um, anyway, I said, I think you're going to have to stop and let me go to the bathroom at the gas station, because I don't think I'm going to be able to make it the 15 or so minutes after that to get home. And she's like, okay. And I said, well, I think that we discussed which convenience store had a decent bathroom, and it was so that I wouldn't have to poo in public. And it's bad enough in a public bathroom, but 10 times worse if you have to do it with other people in there. Well, so anyway, my stomach started cramping, and it wasn't just stomach cramps. Like, I felt like my whole system was off. Like something was seriously wrong, and I don't know what it was. But, I was just like doubled over in pain, and my head was hurting, and I felt not like I was going to throw up sick, but just sick. Like my whole body felt like, sick. So we get out, and she's like, or we get there, and she's like, do you want me to help you in? And I'm like, I might need help. I said, I don't know, but I might need help. I feel kind of, woozy. And which none of this has ever happened. None of this has ever happened before, ever. And I mean, I've been dealing with this for, gosh, 20 years, 19 years, something like that. So anyway, we get out, and she starts to help me in, and I am literally falling over onto my car and like resting my chin. I don't know. This makes no sense. Resting my chin on the mirror, and she's like, we need to just get you back in the car. And I'm like, no, if I don't go, I'm going to poop my pants. And we even laughed about Reese, and what a mess, and so I'm just like, just get me to the bathroom. Well, so she gets me, like, she's all but carrying me at this point, and she gets me up onto the sidewalk, and we're trying to walk towards the door, and I'm literally falling up against the building and just like kind of leaning on it and holding on to it and walking towards, and really she's getting scared. I mean, she's worried that something's really wrong, that this is not normal. And my legs, we call them noodle legs. They were just like, she said they just looked like they were going like that, that my legs just, like, I couldn't plant my feet right. It was awful. I cannot explain it, y'all. But anyway, so I get to the bathroom, and I get in there, and I said, now stand out here, and I'm not going to lock the door, because if I need help, I need you to be able to get in the bathroom. So she stood outside the bathroom door, and I said, just don't let anybody come in. And she's like, I'll stand right here. So I get in the bathroom. It's not even an emergency. I mean, I end up going to the bathroom, but it was not an emergency. And I sat there for a couple minutes, and I started feeling better, so I kind of keep thinking that it had something to do with needing to go to the bathroom, or if, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I've sent my doctor a message. So, maybe she'll see me tomorrow or something. I don't know, or message me back, or I don't know. And I don't know. But so anyway, I did get out of, when I got done there, washed my hands and everything, and came out, and I walked fine back to the car, and everything was fine. I just felt weak, like you do when you're sick. I just felt weak and everything, but I didn't hurt anymore. Wasn't about to pass out. I did, when I was in the bathroom, take my hoodie off, because I started feeling like claustrophobic, like that my hoodie was trying to eat me or something. I don't know. It was just, and I had been fine with that all day. So I don't know. I just was not well, but I took my hoodie. I had a shirt on, this shirt actually underneath, and had my SPTV hoodie on, so I was really colting it up. But so anyway, felt fine. Came on home, and I went to bed. Which is what's been my normal really since starting radiation, was just to go to bed because I don't feel good. I'm tired afterwards, but this was different. But I really have not felt like that. I feel weak and everything, but nothing like, I don't feel like I'm going to pass out. I don't feel like anything's wrong. I've got that same headache that I have every single day after I get out of radiation. And pretty much I feel like I do every day that I have radiation. So that was bizarre. And, just, ugh, but it gets worse. So not my health, but the day took a definite nosedive. So yesterday when we came home, uh, we saw that I have a little. Um, we're not really sure. She was a kind of a rescue, and we can't really figure out what she is, but she's like maybe a, I don't know. She looked like Gertie kind of, but fat. Like she was a tiny little thing, but she weighed 17 pounds. Like she just had this huge little body, just a little. We called her a chicken nugget and a tater tot and everything. That, I mean, like, she didn't really eat that much, but she didn't eat much, but she's always fat and just as precious as can be. But she was also a little diva, and she ruled the house. She's the smallest of our dogs, but she ruled the house. And yes, she passed away, as you can probably tell, because I am talking in the past tense. But so anyway, yesterday we came home and Megan's dog, she's a husky, had Savannah in her mouth and was like, slinging her around. And we're like, oh my God. And we jump out and we get on to Nova, and we'd never seen her do anything like this before. For one thing, most dogs are scared of Savannah because she's like mean. So, I mean, Savannah might have, got on to, she might have thrown her a little fit with Nova or something. We don't know what happened because we weren't here. But so anyway, Savannah she took off running. As soon as Nova dropped her, she took off running, and Megan got onto Nova and sent her home. And what do you do? But so anyway, Savannah, she ran and got up under my bed. Well, she came out a little bit later, and I noticed that she had a couple cuts on her. It didn't look like that she needed stitches, but they had bled. But it didn't look like she needed stitches. I mean, I could have taken her and got her stitches, but it was, by this point, it's getting late. And I thought, no, she'll be all right. So hence the trip to Atwood's today. I was going to get some medicine to keep on her, and I've got some ointment that I was going to put on her. She had a little cut. Another time we think she got in some barbed wire with the cow, out in the cow pasture. And she had a little cut before, and I put this ointment on her that I had gotten from my plastic surgeon. And I mean, it healed fast, and she just didn't even really have a scar. It was just amazing how fast it healed. So I got this medicine to spray on her and keep it from getting infected or anything. And I was going to use this ointment and everything on her. Well, so I come home after all this, whatever was going on the way home. And I was trying to get Savannah to come out from under my bed. She wouldn't come out from under my bed. And I can't get down on the floor. I've got really bad knees, and I can't get down on the floor and try to, get her out from under the bed. And I knew it wasn't going to be long till Mark was home. So I just kind of waited, and I just kind of had a bad feeling about it. So Mark came in, and I immediately told him, I said, I'm afraid she's dead under there. I think she's died. She's not made a noise. She hasn't come out. It's not like her to not come out. I mean, I shook the treat bags. I bought new treats, I tried to use those to lure her out and everything. And bless her little heart, he got down there and she had died. And my heart is broken because was the absolute sweetest little dog. And I'm going to miss her bad. She, she was, she reminded me a lot of Gertie, how Gertie would sit, how she sits on Reese's lap and just loves on her, just like pets her face. And Savannah would do that too with me. And we used to laugh because we'd say, I mean, even last night we were laughing at, I'm just still shocked, I guess. But anyway, we'd laugh and say that she couldn't control her liquor. And that was because if you just reached down to her and she could get her face by your hand or something, she'd just lick and lick and lick and lick and lick. But if you'd pick her up and hold her, she didn't lick you. I mean, you could say, can mommy have kisses? And she'd like, give me a little lick on the face or something. But it was the weirdest thing because if she's down, she just could not control her liquor, you know? So she would just lick and lick and lick. And, but if you picked her up, she wouldn't lick you, like, unless you told her to. So it was just, I'm going to miss that. There's just a lot of things I'm going to miss about her. She's about 8 years old, and I really thought we was going to have her for several more years. And I don't know what happened. Something must have happened internally because she certainly wasn't hurt bad enough on the outside for it to have been something that killed her. But there must have been something wrong on the inside, and I didn't know. And so now I'm like upset with myself for not taking her to the vet. But I really just didn't think there was anything wrong. I really didn't think it. Nova didn't look like she was being rough. I mean, she had her picked up, but honestly, it kind of reminded me of like how a mama will carry their puppies around or something. It didn't look violent or anything, and because I kind of was, I mean, like, I felt bad for her getting hollered at and scolded, because I thought, well, I don't think she was trying to hurt her or anything, and I'm still not convinced that she was trying to hurt her, but Megan and Curtis and them said that they're going to find a home for her and tell, people don't have small animals with her because, they don't want what happened to happen to any of the others. I've got another little dog and they've got a little dog and my dad's got a little dog and we're just afraid that something would happen to them, but it's going to break my heart because Nova's kind of my girl. She comes over and she just always has and visits with me, and she comes in the doggy door and comes and goes as she wants, and it just has really broke my heart, and I'm gonna miss her too. It's like, we're losing both of them, but I understand them wanting to rehome her, and they'll make sure she goes somewhere good. And we're not people that just rehome animals. That's not what we do. When we get an animal, it's there for life, and that this is kind of a different situation. And I don't know. It's breaking my heart. So anyway, today kind of went to shit in a handbasket. I mean, it just. But Mark and Curtis, they took the tractor and dug a hole and they buried her out there and they put rocks on top of her grave so nothing will get to her. And Mark said I could put a little cross out there, and I know he's hurting too because he loves her too. But I could not even look at her. I couldn't say goodbye. I couldn't look at her. I told him, I said, you're going to have to do it yourself. And I appreciate you, but I can't do it. So anyway, if I seem a little, down, that's why. But the show must go on, right? And I wanted to get this done and let y'all know. And I wanted to get this haul done. It's just a small one, a couple bags from each store. And honestly, it's mostly food. And we were laughing because I said, you can tell that I was hungry and we were just like wasting time for it to be time for the restaurant to open because everything I bought just about was food. So, and I did bust into one of the bags. I got hungry a while ago. And so I'm going to have to show you one bag that's open. And I did bust into the dog treats too. I was trying to, get her to come out. And then I was trying to make my other dogs feel better by giving them a little treat. And, they're upset too. Animals are just so, they're so caring and sensitive about stuff. And they know They know when something's wrong, and what got me was that they've probably went under the bed and been there with her today while I was gone, and it just breaks my heart, and I'm probably always gonna feel guilty for not taking her to the vet, but I honestly didn't think that she needed to go. I mean, and my cousin works for the vet. I mean, we've got a wonderful vet, and she works for I coulda got her right in with no problem. You know, he'd have met me in the middle of the night or something if I, you know, had an emergency, and but I just really I don't know. I screwed this one up bad, and I've lost my little Savannah, and anyway I appreciate you all, and I know you're gonna say nice things, and it's gonna make me cry, and but it's also gonna make me feel better, and I don't know. So I'm gonna do this haul, and, onwards and upwards, right? The show must go on. So anyway, I'm gonna start with my Dollar Tree stuff. I'm gonna move this back just a little bit so I can kinda get in here. I'm gonna show you the stuff I opened first, because that way I can kinda get it out of the way. I bought this little bag of porterhouse flavor. It's called Grill House, and it's these little porterhouse flavor snacks for a dog. I hope you can see that. Anyway, there's not a whole lot in there, but it was like, a dollar or dollar. I think it's $1.25. I think they're up to $1.25 on most of their stuff now, but still, yet there's quite a few in there. And if I, kind of chintzy with them a little bit, but they look just like little tiny steaks. They were so cute. Now, Hollis, my little Multipoo, he sat there and he picked it apart, and so it looked like there was like a little piece of like the fat. It's not really fat. It's just white colored. But anyway, he had it laying there, and he ate all the middle stuff, and then he ate the little piece that looked like fat. Now Duke, he just gobbled it up. He's a Australian Shepherd, and anyway, he gobbles everything up. Now, my Poppy, the English bulldog, she hadn't got one yet. She was pouting and wouldn't come out, and I think it had to do with Savannah. In fact, Poppy's under the bed now, pouting. She's usually out and about by now, but she's pouting. She's upset. So anyway, her and Mommy's going to be upset for a while. And then the other thing that I opened, and I don't eat these very often, and some people think they're gross, but I ate about a half a bag of these things, and it is the pork rinds, just the plain ones. But y'all, every once in a while, I try to eat healthy most of the time because I'm trying to lose some weight, and I try to stay as healthy as I can with all the chemo and radiation and all that stuff, and now I'm really bad about eating brownies. I'm not gonna lie, I do like brownies, and I like those cosmic brownies that are in the package. They don't even taste like a real brownie, but for some reason I'm totally hooked on those. Sorry, radiation throat. But anyway, so I did eat about half a bag, and now I've really had my fill of them, and I don't know if Mark even likes them, and I don't think he likes them, so I might give them to the dogs. And then I'm telling you, I must have been starving, because I also got these little Chesters, and they're like a cheese puff. Now, I like the Cheetos ones, and so I thought, well, I'll probably like these too. So it's not a great big bag. It's, I ought to be able to get a few days on those, or else I'll just be tired of them and quit eating them. And I got this. I haven't even taken it out of the package yet, but it's got like little bells on it. It's a little toy for my cat, Reese. Her name is Reese Whiskerspoon instead of Reese Witherspoon. I was like real into watching all of Reese Witherspoon's movies whenever we got Reese, and I told her, I said, bless your heart, you're not very cute. She's a calico, and she's mean. I'm afraid of her. I mean, I say it and people think I'm joking, but like, I'm not. I'm afraid she's going to eat my face. She's like really sweet and loving and everything when she wants to be, but when she doesn't want to be, she's mean. And they say that that's big with calicos, that, they can be little turds. and she is, and the dogs are afraid of her, or I'm afraid of her. I'm always saying that she's sizing me up. She's like looking at me to like decide if she can eat me or not. But anyway, it's got pretty feathers and got little bells and everything, and I don't think for a minute that if I sit there and shake it at her that she's going to play with it. But what I think I'll do is if I stick it like down in the cushion of the couch or something, or a chair, and leave it alone, then she'll swat at it. But she's not going to let me know that she likes it, because that's just, she's that way. She ain't going to let me know she likes anything. So then I got some English muffins because I had gotten hooked on eggs Benedict. And I thought, well, I can't go out to eat every morning for breakfast. I mean, I have 20, yeah, well, not after tomorrow, I'll have 20 more days of radiation. And I can't go out to eat every day. I mean, Mark makes good money, but he probably frowned on me eating 28 days out of, you know, oh, he might not like that. So anyway, I got this so I can come home, make my own eggs Benedict. But so I got that. And then, I'm sorry, I'm right up in your face. There's still a couple more things in there. I got these little books. Well, I thought that was one of them. I've got one, but there's another one in here somewhere. But it says, oh my goodness, my nose is itching. My love for you. And it's like a kind of like a little card that you can give somebody, and it has different little pages on it and says, if this was happening, this is what I'd want to do, and this is why I love you, and all this. And like you can write messages. And I thought I might write one to Mark and give it to him along with his birthday thing. Or I even thought about, because it's not just like I bought two, and I don't know where the other one's at, but I'll find it in a little bit. But anyway, I thought I might make one for Mark, and I might even make one for my dad. He's got a birthday coming up, and I think sometimes he doesn't understand how much I truly do love him. And technically, he's my stepdad, but I have never thought that way. He's raised me since I was 3, and I didn't have a relationship with my biological dad for many years. But then I did the last few years of his life, and we got along great and everything. But so Richard, my biological dad, which I hated calling him like my biological dad because it kind of sounded like that we didn't have a relationship. But my parents never said anything bad about him. He lived in Texas and I grew up in California, and I was not going to get on an airplane and fly to Texas. And, back then it was just different. It was just different. People didn't travel as far to see, if their kids lived out of state like that, that it just wasn't like it is now, where um, every effort is made now a lot of times to sorry, I'm rattling bags around. But people make more of an effort now than what they used to do, and I never held that against him. And we had a great relationship. So, but anyway, so I did get that. I'm gonna have this stuff scattered all over the bed. I got me a little notebook that I can keep in my bag, and if I have things that I need to write down, I'm going to use this for if I'm out and about and I have ideas for different shows or something that I want to do. I want to take notes and keep it in this. And it's small enough I can keep in my bag, because it never fails that I'm off somewhere, like at my daughter's or at radiation, or, going to town with Mark or something. And like some kind of an idea hit me, and I'll be trying to commit it to memory, and it doesn't work out so great. So anyway, I thought, well, if that's small enough that it'll fit in most of my bags. And so I'm going to do that. I bought a couple of birthday cards. Got one for my dad. His birthday's at the end of March. And so I got one for him. And I got one, I'm not going to show it because Megan will probably watch it, but I got Megan a birthday card. And she might watch my video, and I don't want her to see the card I got her. So, and then I got, hold on, 2 books. This one, it's got kind of a glare on the screen. And this one, they're Westerns. And anyway, I got those. I'm going to make a little goodie bag for my dad for his birthday. And I'm the bag queen. I'm always like getting a gift bag, and I just fill it up, and there might be 15 or 20 gifts in it by the time, they might not any of them amount to much. I mean, these are like $1.25 a piece. And so, they'll have that, and I'll get him like some of his candy that he likes and different things, and I'll put it in the bag, and then we'll probably take him to dinner or something. We'll do something for him for his birthday. And then I got this book, and I never buy books at the Dollar Tree, but I thought this one sounded good, and it's kind of a, I don't know, I kind of got the impression reading the back of it. It's not like a fairy tale kind of book. I think it's going to have a little bit of, it might be a little bit scary, and so I don't know if I'm going to like it, or maybe not scary, but just that, kind of edgy. And I don't know. So I know that I read the first part, and there was a mermaid found, but it's like the size of an infant, and it's dead, and it's got like snarly teeth and all kind, not like the Little Mermaid. So I don't know what this is going to be, but I thought, well, it's $1.25. I'll try it. Oh, here's the other book. It says My Love for You. Here's that other little, that gnat that was in here yesterday is still here. It's driving me nuts. But anyway, like, it's got little pages that you can fill out, and I just thought it'd be fun. I don't know. And I bought a can of salsa verde. I thought I might make some enchiladas and put that on top of it. Let's see here. And I'm almost done with this one. This is still the Dollar Tree, y'all. And I got some of these these toothpick things that are like a floss kind of thing. I love these things. And I do better flossing with this than taking the string, and really, I just can't make myself do it. But I sit here and do this when I'm watching a movie or something, reading a book. And so anyway, I do that a lot. And I got some little snacks for the cat. So, and I got me sounded hick as hell, didn't it? Anyway, I got a pair of leggings, just black leggings, that I figured I could sleep in them or something. And anyway, so is there something else in there? Oh, this is silly, but I'm going to keep these in my purse, because every morning when we leave to go to radiation, or on the days that my husband takes me over to my daughter's, the sun, we're driving straight east, and the sun is just coming in and just killing me. Well, these are sunglasses, and they fold up. Isn't that silly? I mean, they really fold up. So I'm going to just stick these in my purse, and then that way I'll just have these sunglasses. They're pretty dark. I mean, it made it pretty dark in here. And I thought, well, that'd be good for just for that. I've got prescription sunglasses, but sometimes I forget to take them, and just, whatever. But I thought, well, this is just a pair that won't take up hardly any room at all in my bag, and I'll have them. And if I wear the others, fine. But if I don't, then I'll have those, and it'll all be fine. So I'm moving all this stuff out of the way. So, all my snacks, I need to send that to the other room. Okay, so that's all of the Dollar Tree haul, and now I'm going to go straight to the Atwood's haul. So I've been craving popcorn. Oh, this is heavy. So I got a big old box of microwave popcorn, and I like the real buttery one. So there's that. That's heavy. Oops, about to drop something out of it. I'm also about to drop my iPad. Good Lord. Oh, these are pickles. And see, it says sweet garlic dill pickles. And anyway, I hope they're good. They're like in chunks. They're not just they got a lot of garlic in them. They really need to shook up. But anyway, they're like in chunks of pickles, not just like, not whole pickles, but also not like the little thin slices. This is pretty good sized chunks. get this done, I'm going to have my husband come in here and say, can you carry all this stuff to the kitchen for me? So let's see here. Oh, and here is Lola's Fine Salsa. And I got the mild because ever since I had chemo, I can't do hot stuff anymore. My whole mouth just breaks out in blisters, and I'm hoping that gets better. I seem to be able to handle a little bit more of the spicy stuff than what I was able to, as time goes by. But until then, I love salsa. I could eat salsa every single day and on just about anything. And so I bought that salsa. I make my own salsa, but I haven't felt like canning, and so I'm hoping that this summer that I can do some canning and do my own salsa, because I like mine better than anybody's. And then this, it's just it's a party mix, and it's all the different like little breads and Cheeto looking things and stuff. It's like some kind of party mix, like they'd have it says pub mix, but like they have a bar. But anyway, this big old jar of it, I can't see good enough to see how many ounces it is or whatever, but I mean it's a large container of it. Anyway, it was $1. It was the manager's special, so it was $1. I should have bought more, but I had actually already checked out, and my daughter was checking out behind me, and she wanted a couple jars of it. She saw it at the register, and so they pointed over to where it was at, and Megan said, will you grab me a couple jars of that? And I said, yeah. So I ran over there and I grabbed one for me too. And I said, if you'll buy this for me, I'll pay you back. And of course she's like, Mother, I don't need you to pay me back. It's $1. And, but so I didn't, but anyway, and then I got, I'm so tired in the evenings, but I don't always want to, so I haven't been wanting to fix dinner. But I don't always want to eat some like frozen dinner or have Mark stop on the way home, because that just gets old. We ate out so much. He brought food home most nights when I was going through radiation or going through chemo. So you figure almost a year of probably eating out 3 or 4 nights a week. And after a while, it's exhausting. And I wouldn't make him go places that weren't kind of on the way. So we ate like at the same, 4 places or 5 places constantly. And I just got tired of it. So anyway, they had this cheddar potato soup mix. And I hope it's good. I don't know. Probably going to try it maybe tomorrow night. It's still supposed to be cold. It actually snowed here a little bit today. But we eat soup year round though. Mark and I do. This and a grilled cheese or just a ham sandwich or whatever is a great meal to us, But anyway, so I got this, and I don't know. I hope it's good. I'll let you know if it is or if it isn't. But it's the brand is Shore Lunch, and we got it at Atwood's. So if you've got an Atwood's around, and if you've had it and it sucks, you might warn me. But if you've had it and it's good, you might tell me that too. I got 2 bags of it. I figured, might as well. And then I also bought the creamy wild rice soup, and I got 2 bags of it too. My mom used to make she'd make it homemade, but she'd make a creamy wild rice soup, and it was so good. And she didn't make it very often, but when she did, I just loved it. And we used to Mark and I owned a tea room, and we served all kinds of different coffees and teas, and it was just open at lunch. And we had sandwiches, Monte Cristos and BLTs and paninis and chicken salad. My chicken salad, I'm not going to joke. Around here, it's just a little bit famous. And my pimento cheese is a little bit famous around here, and my jerky and my salsa. I make a few things, but there are some things that are, I sell a lot of jerky, and I even have people that they will get a deer and they'll have me, make jerky out of their entire deer, and they just love it. And I do all kinds of different, taste, different flavors and everything. But my chicken salad is just a little bit famous, and people can't figure out what I put in it. And mine is smooth. Like I don't have chunks of stuff. Like you don't get chunks of celery or anything in it. It's smooth, and they can't quite figure out what I've got in it. Same thing with my pimento cheese. They can't quite figure out how I've done it. And I'm not gonna lie, my pimento cheese recipe came from my friend Paula, but it's not the recipe that's in her cookbooks. It's one that she does at home. And so it's a little bit different than what's in the cookbook. All these great cooks, they don't give away all their secrets. They put a lot of their stuff in their cookbooks, and it's good. Don't get me wrong, one of the cookbooks good. But the one that I make is better, and she makes it too. And I did change it just a little bit from what she makes it, but not much. And I know I'm not telling you the recipe. But anyway, so there's that. And I got this brush. It's actually for animals, so I'm going to brush Duke with it. He's, got kind of a long coat, an Australian Shepherd, and he loves to be brushed. And so this one's real soft and everything, and I thought he'd like it, and it's colorful, and I'm going to put it somewhere where I can just, find it real easy and just brush his hair every night, because he gets out and about and gets tangled up too. And so then, I'm telling you, I was hungry. I bought 2 of these giant Snickers bars. I mean, they're big, and I thought, well, they're divided in half, so I have a Snickers when I'm not feeling up to myself. And then 2 of the big Reese's, because Mark likes Reese's. I do too, but he doesn't like nuts in his candy bars or anything, so I got that. And then here's another bag. What's in this one? Oh, that's the pickles and the salsa that I already went through. I know I've got another bag, because somewhere is the medicine that I got for Savannah, and I've probably just moved it somewhere where I didn't have to do with it. But anyway, I got this t-shirt. And y'all, one of my favorite movies is, the name of it just went out of my head. Oh my God. You'll know if you know. But anyway, I got this little t-shirt, and it's got 2 chickens on it, and it says, as if. So, I got a 2X, so it'll be roomy enough and everything. And it's real soft. I don't hardly ever get t-shirts unless they're from Nicole, but I got this one, and it feels pretty good. But anyway, tell me the name of that movie. It's the one where they're in LA. And the girl's such a little snot, but she's a good person. She's just a little snot. But anyway, I know the name of it, and it just will not come to me. So anyway, so that's my haul, and I guess I will close this one out and get back to seeing what's on SPTV. I'm going to finish. I got a late start on it. I didn't catch the live. I caught Reese's live, and then I was trying to catch Aaron and Reese had a live, and I was trying to catch it, but honestly, that's when we were doing the whole burying of Savannah. So, I was going to see, I think my daughter sent a picture. I'm going to see if it's on here. Yes. Aw. Let's see if I can get it to blow up. So it's been a few years ago, but this was my granddaughter Emma holding Savannah, and Katie said baby Emma and baby Savannah. They weren't babies, but they were little. But here's my little Savannah and Emma. Aren't they precious? I don't know what I'm going to do without Savannah. I'm going to miss her so bad. Isn't she precious? Oh, breaks my heart. But I might have to have that picture framed. It's so cute. But anyway, I'm going to go. Probably going to cry some more tears before this night's over. And I'm going to try to get on Cricket's live later. Just hang out with some of my friends and maybe make me feel better. I love you guys. I appreciate the worry. A bunch of you expressed concern on my Facebook page earlier. If you want to go to my Facebook page, it's under Susie Thurman Oberholtz on Facebook, and you're welcome to go. I've got a Facebook group that is Revoke Scientology's tax exemption. I would love for you to go join that group. There's some questions, but it's not hard. Or I think I have to, I don't know if there's questions. I take that back. That's on another group, like a little local group that I have. But anyway, you have to be approved, but please go join that. And you're welcome to join my Facebook. It's just my personal Facebook, but you know, if you want to talk to me and catch up with what's going on in my life every day, all those silly little things. And now I do warn you, sometimes I do say some political stuff on my Facebook, and I do say some religious stuff on my Facebook. I try not to bombard it with either, but don't be completely shocked if you see something now and here. I really try to keep it, I try to keep politics and religion out of it, but my Facebook is my Facebook. And so please don't get mad at me, but you might not agree with me. But I don't think we have to agree on everything. A bunch of you is from other countries, so you probably don't care. You probably couldn't give a rat's ass who I like or don't like. But anyway, so there's that. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I've got this page or this channel and my group page on Facebook and my regular page on Facebook. If you want to join any of that, then please do. Like and subscribe down at the bottom. You can hit the notification bell. I'm going to start doing some lives. I did a little live this morning. Just, it's hard. Like, you can see things better when you actually are on a live. And so I actually went on a live this morning. It was like, test run kind of thing. And Maya joined me. So I wasn't all alone. I was like, yay. I looked over and she'd left a couple little comments. And I was like, oh my gosh, somebody's here. And she's a sweetheart. And so I might do that in the mornings every once in a while, just trying to see how it works. And then I'll maybe get brave and do an actual real live and have y'all on there. Tonight, I just knew I wasn't up to trying to keep up with the chat and all that. I was really afraid I wasn't going to make it through the video, but I just feel better when I'm talking to my friends. I felt better when I talked to Megan and then Katie. And then I started bawling again. And then I thought, you know what? I'm going to go talk to my friends. And even though you're not literally talking back with me right now, I still feel like you're there, and you just make me feel better. And I appreciate all of you. And please, if you haven't subscribed, then do. I'm going to do that giveaway when I get to 100. We're at 80 something now, 83 or something. Tell your friends if your husband or wife or whatever's got an account, have them subscribe to me. I'd really like to get up to the 500 mark. I mean, I may never make it. And if I never do, I never do. I'm still going to go. It's not like if I don't make it to 500, I'm going to quit. I'm just keep going. I enjoy visiting with y'all too much. But so I'm going to go do some research and see what's going on. I've seen a little bit of stuff about Scientology that I want to talk about. And then I'm going to have a Temu haul probably tomorrow. And I don't know. I'm going to try to figure out what's going on with my health. I don't know if it has something to do with radiation or if it was just that the food was really cheesy and, real rich, and it might have done that. But I have never had that happen before. So if y'all have any ideas what that might have been, you might let me know. Just your thoughts on it or something. But anyway, I'm going to go. I love you. Thank you guys for tuning in. And I'll see some of you later tonight. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. I love you guys. Bye.